Well, and she's like, and, thank you all for, I see you're all very big fans, and I tell you what, once I, find my friend, I'll be back, to have another little goodbye performance for you guys. As she, gingerly tries to step down again.
Again, one of them bounces you back.
Ah, you guys are really big fans, huh? And she sort of swallows, and then she just says, "Well, I really would love to perform, but I've been singing for a little while. My throat's getting parched. I don't think I can keep up singing unless I need to take a break to go drink some water. Um, have a rest so I can sing more for you. You guys wouldn't want me to, you know, if I just keep going nonstop, my music will get bad. Do they? Does
They
that
do
work?
not. They do not respond.
Well, with that excuse, that like, oh, well, I need to get some water or something, to get. She tries to step down again, and
Again, one of them bounces you back.
hmm, well, I suppose we could take the music on the road. You guys could come follow me and help me look while I play for you guys. Um, so she's gonna try that. She's gonna, it takes her a bit to think of a good song, a nice little travel, uh, trip song, and start playing it and see if she can like sort of lead them in a march while she goes trying to look for me.
Right. Roll charisma.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, you start to walk and they follow you, sort of keeping their sort of formation of a circle around you, but like
Gotcha.
you're as you walk, they go with you,
Right.
rhythmically shaking around and around.
Cool. Okay, so the going is a bit slow, but I'm making my way there. And hey, if anything, I'm harder to miss. All right, so I'm gonna go back to where I last saw them. Um,
Right.
yeah, and just is there anyone? I obviously meta knowledge. I know that they're not there right now, but
No, there's no one there. But so do you just sort of wander the woods playing this tune?
yeah, unless anything else, I'm trying to keep an ear out for like any clues or anything that might help. But yeah, wandering around. And I'm kind of also hoping that, the plus side to these bushes is that, like, well, they're definitely not gonna not notice me. I'm covering a lot of ground with this.
Yeah. So you do happen to notice something.
Mm-hmm.
You hear some snoring, some light snoring.
Ooh. And so Cherry, like softens her tune, stops her a bit and holds up. It sounds like someone's taking a nap in these woods. Maybe we shouldn't wake them up, Cherry says to the bushes.
The bushes again all rotate towards you.
I see that they've been tamed somewhat.
Well, just if she keeps playing music, she can, like, walk with them,
Okay.
lead a little parade of the bushes. Um, because Cherry is considering, she probably doesn't want to. She doesn't know for sure if this is Lydian or Nico or who this is snoring. And it could potentially be the case that she might not want to wake someone up who's napping in the woods. But, yeah, she's getting the impression, why don't we. She's getting the impression these bushes aren't going to let her just stop playing music for a bit to sneakily sneak up on this person,
Mm.
um, whoever it is. Cherry's like, hesitates, maybe just a lullaby then. That shouldn't wake anyone up. Um, so yeah. gonna play like a good, sleepy, gentle. Try and play a tune as unlikely to wake someone up as possible, playing kind of softly, and
All
go
right.
investigate the snoring
All
with
right.
my crowd of adoring bushes.
Yeah. So as you go, again, the
Mhm.
bushes rhythmically shaking about. Uh, you see Flora
I
sort
see.
of leaning on. Oh no, you don't see Flora. That's right.
I
That's
would
right.
be able to recognize whose snoring it is when I get close enough.
Yeah.
I
Once you,
think that is.
yeah, okay, you can recognize. Yeah, the light snoring. It's a woman, a young woman, and
And
probably after she like murmurs a bit in her sleep, there's you can recognize that it's Flora.
everyone has a unique resonance to their mouth and nasal structure and everything.
All
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, I come up, to Flora, recognizing, realizing that it's just her. Um, like, why is she sleeping, on the job? So, I finish the lullaby and then just kind of, like prod at her cheek a bit.
Uh, without playing anything.
For just a moment, or Cherry's gonna have a bit of banter with the bushes. She finishes the lullaby and she's like, "Well, looks like someone's sleeping through the performance. I think we should wake her up."
Oh.
And is
Right.
gonna poke. Cherry is kind of going into like children's musical like concert mode for the bushes.
Gotcha.
Um, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She's talking to kids like she's on a PBS special. Uh, so yeah, what talking to the audience, what do you guys think? And I'm assuming no response from the
Yeah, no
bushes.
response.
A clue.
A clue! And so yeah, she's gonna poke Flora in the cheek.
And it takes a bit, and she stirs, like blinking open her eyes. And as it takes a bit, the one of the bushes like bounces up at you.
Maybe, oh, and Cherry's like, just mentally, oh, shit. Then thinking on her feet, sounds like what we need is the wake up song. Um, and so yeah, she's gonna play, music like to try and help wake up Flora.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they start shaking again as you start playing, and Flora stirs, wakes up, you know, gets to her feet and looks at you and looks at the bushes. Just says, "What? I thought I was dreaming. Am I still dreaming?"
And yeah, Cherry, like finishes the song and then just like, yay, we woke her up. Good job, everyone. To the bushes, like they're fucking preschoolers.
Yeah.
Um, that basically is just how Cherry is viewing the bushes as like she's a preschool teacher and these are petulant toddlers who throw a tantrum if she stops singing and she's too tired to not indulge them.
Mhm.
Um, you're not dreaming, silly. You're awake now. We woke you up with a wake up song. What were you doing sleeping on the job? I know you had a busy morning this morning, but we have things to do.
Um, why are you talking like oh wait, there's this field of flowers. It made me really tired, and I just got the feeling that I needed to get out of there before I fell asleep, but I leaned against this tree and just drifted off once I was out.
It's a
One of
good
the
thing we
bushes
found
jumps
you.
up.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a good thing we found you. You almost missed, the performance.
The performance? Nico is missing, and I haven't seen Lydian. Again, one of the bushes jumps up at you.
Cherry's like, well, we're all looking for Nico and Lydian now. So, there's a lot of us here, and we're having, we're taking the show on the road. And you say you found a field of flowers? That makes,
Yeah,
well, sounds like that might be where they are. What do you guys think? Cherry asks the audience.
another bush just bounces up into you a little more forcefully.
Oh, it sounds like they want to get going on the road. Why don't you guide us in the direction of those flowers, and we'll see if we
Uh-huh.
can find them. Come on, you
Oh,
guys.
oh, okay. This is. I
I
don't
am
know what
going to
you're
try
doing.
and now. I
Did
the
you?
song Cherry is going to sing. I'm going to try and spout lore on fields of flowers that make
Oh
people
my!
fall asleep.
Wait, you're doing fucking Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, I'm like a fucking preschool kids host right now. Just to appease the fucking...
when are you gonna start like speaking Spanish too?
Just teaching the kids like Japanese or Yiddish words or something instead of Spanish. Now kids,
All
a
right.
schmazel is. Um,
Okay, so
so
roll
I want to
charisma.
spout, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there we go.
All right. Yeah. So you start singing a song about uh the field of flowers in one land that uh w- one day a gardener had attended a field of flowers and had been all his life, and then one day he passed on, and there was no one to inherit the field, no one left to care for them, and so the flowers decided to care for themselves. They used their heavenly
That's such a
aroma.
fucking like hardcore, like cheesy movie poster tagline.
Yeah, using their heavenly aroma, they lured people into deep slumbers within their field,
You know, most
and
people would try and smell something
brought
putrid, no one would go near them, but these ones
and
thought the other way.
and once
They
they
need to
fell
get fertilizer
once
somehow.
once they fell asleep, they'd be brought underground where their bodies would fertilize the field to keep it evermore.
Wait, what?
Cherry, adds in little things. You guys wouldn't do that to us, right? Because then you wouldn't get any more music. Just adding
Yeah.
in as she...
Meanwhile, Flora is just walking with like a very strenuous look on her face.
I was gonna
She's
ask,
all,
so how is Flora? How's that going? Because I assume she's not like dancing or anything. Just like how are the bushes treating her? I assume she's just kind of
she's
walking
being
next to me.
walking in front of you guys. And they're mostly ignoring her.
Okay, that's good.
They are ignoring her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of an ominous song. So yeah, but Cherry's gonna, keep playing, has a little, just like keeping the show going, adding lots of banter with the crowd as we follow. She is going to try and like include talking to Flora in, the thing, like just asking little things, keep it part of the show. Never
All
too
right.
long, but just getting, little bits of information. Trying to incorporate Flora in the show. She doesn't want the plants to like turn on her either.
Right.
Like,
We start having to do a duet to just ask where the fuck Lydian is.
yeah. And but mostly just sort of how are you feeling, your you're not feeling sleepy again, are you?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yep. She answers very, with very short answers. She's very weirded out by what's going on.
Yeah. You know what? At one point, Cherry, as she sings a song, and then she says, "Hey, did you guys know that her name is Flora? She can turn into animals, but she can't even turn into plants. What do you guys think of that?"
They just keep shaking rhythmically.
Fair enough.
And she
Okay.
leads you to the edge of the field of flowers, but she's like, all right, if I go in there, I think it'll make me sleepy again. And going by your song kind of put some fear about that in me.
Do you know any animals that don't have a nose?
uh yeah, I guess I can. And then you hear the notes of a flute
Oh.
as the bushes again just sort of again stop.
Ooh, do we
And
have someone else joining the
on
performance?
the other side of the clearing with the flowers walks a woman with leafy hair and forest made outfit,
Uh,
playing the flute.
does she seem to be continuing to walk towards us?
She walks towards the middle of the field.
Okay, so so I'm not playing music right now. Are the bushes like, jostling me to continue playing? Do they seem suitably like interested in her though? Like is this
They
a chance?
seem they're still, but like they like their stillness is like very like they're all rotated at her,
Gotcha.
and she as she gets to the middle of the field, she puts she takes her she takes her mouth off of her flute and looks at you and just says, "So, Wiz, you have a lovely song and a lovely voice."
Thank you. Your playing's beautiful. These guys
And
seem to like your music too.
yes, I'm the one who taught them what music was. They get quite they get quite bored without it.
They are passionate music fans.
You've come to a very peculiar field of flowers now.
Yes, and I'm afraid we might not be the only ones who have come here. Um,
Indeed.
some other people came into the woods. One of them got poisoned by something, and we were trying to help them out. Now, I'm not much help with this sort of thing, and I thought it would be nice to, seeing how much of a fan of music the bushes here were, I thought it would be nice to at least give the forest some entertainment as thanks and in exchange. But I'm worried my traveling companions might have wandered here by mistake.
I believe they did. Why, she plays her flute again and some of the flowers part, and you can see that there was like a little like bump in the field, and
Yeah.
those flowers just sort of fall off and reveal Cogsworth just sort of standing there.
Hello,
Um,
Cogsworth.
This, did you happen to recognize this invention?
oh yes, that's Cogsworth.
Ah, your senses are quite tuned, even without your sight.
Well, that metal is pretty, and there's a distinctive ticking noise. There's not much I've encountered that sounds
Got
quite like
a
that, especially in these woods.
radioactive thing feel to it.
Oh yeah, although there's some of the flowers are just dying out there.
Nah, Cogsworth has a okay amount of of radiation.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about Nico, who has radiation poisoning.
It seems your friends wanted to have wandered in and claimed and have been claimed by a natural cycle.
Can't believe.
Poison that's infected one of them and could be in the other. I don't think they'd be very good for the ecosystem.
That
Part
would
of the
be a
natural
shame.
cycle of walking into a field of flowers and dying.
That would
Yeah.
be a shame if the flowers were to wilt for taking a bad meal. But that's the risk that they run. She plays her flute again. And the bushes sort of start to dance away from you.
And Sherry just say, well, I think it's always better to be able to help each other out. I'd prefer to get my friends out of here, and I've been, certainly been doing my best to provide as much entertainment and music to the woods here as possible. We'd be helping save the flowers from a nasty meal. I would be helping out my friends, and what everyone benefits. Symbiosis, I believe, is the term.
You have entertained those shrubs quite well.
Well, they're a good audience.
Why don't you walk into the field and we'll see if the forest accepts you. She plays a tune on her flute again.
Does the tune seem to do anything?
It sort of like the foliage like around you sort of parts to give you a better, way to walk into the field of flowers.
Interesting. I am going to play my. I will walk in, but I'm going to play my arcane art, my music, my magic music.
Okay.
Yeah. So Cherry pauses for a minute, takes a breath, and then, starts playing a note as she slowly walks in towards her. Nice.
Alright.
So, an ally's mind is cleared of enchantment or fear. And I get 3 choices, actually. So I'm going to do your tune does not draw attention to you or your bolstered ally. And can I just do an ally's mind is cleared of enchantment or fear twice, once for Nico and once for Lydian?
Well, you can't see Nico or Lydian.
But if I
They don't
assume
seem
they're
to be
here,
around.
We've
I
been
was led
carried
to
off
believe
the
they were
flowers
here.
Cave.
I assumed they were somewhere in the field. But in any case, going in and playing a clearing an enchantment clearing melody.
Alright.
So, yeah.
Very well. I'm going to say, Lydian, Nico, both of you wake up and your eyes are immediately don't feel very good. You've got dirt in your eyes and
No.
dirt in your mouths.
Oh no. I try and sit up.
You're under quite a bit of dirt.
Get me out of this damn dirt.
Oh, I just put them in a hellish situation now.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
I think Lydian is trying to fight to be free of this.
Meanwhile, Cherry, roll Constitution as you smell these flowers, as you smell the aroma.
I should have put my point into that. Oh dear.
As you're playing your tune, your eyes grow extremely heavy.
My eyes are already closed.
I mean, you feel your body grow extremely
Yeah.
heavy. As a mounting tiredness takes you over, and you can't even hold up your instrument, your shamisen anymore. You need to lay down.
This is how we die. Get killed by a field of fucking flowers.
Ooh. I have one last potential, I want to try and do to something that might help.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just try and play a little bit of music filtering, back to the maybe even just the whistle starting thing to the bushes. I know they had backed away from me, but hey, if I go to sleep, then I can't play any more music for the bushes. That sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense? What I'm essentially just trying to attract the bush's attention before I completely zonk out and fall asleep.
Uh,
Because I don't think the bushes would want me. They've been pretty physically insistent that
okay.
I keep playing music for them.
Roll charisma.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, you can hear the bushes shaking as you fall asleep.
Is that it? Is that a party wipe?
Well, Lydian,
Yeah.
roll strength.
Yeah, I'm fighting to be fucking out of the dirt. My strength is the -1 stat I have. Let's go. Fuck. I'm dying.
Look
Yeah.
how much red is in this city.
We are city people as a party. We do not belong in the forest.
Oh my. So you start choking on this dirt as you're trying to wrench yourself up. Roll Constitution.
Come on. Well, something.
Uh,
Not drowning yet.
yeah, you hack a bunch. You hack as much of it out as you can before closing your mouth. But you still feel trapped underneath the ground. Uh, I'm gonna say, uh, let's see. You can with. I'm gonna say you can try to make another move. What do you try to do?
I'm trying to think if there's any other. I don't really have any clever
Ooh.
means to get out of this.
I
Trying to
actually
think.
do have an idea too, but I'll let Lydian finish this first.
Hmm. What's that spell? Well, not spell, but you know what? This might be thing. I'm gonna call for divine guidance.
Okay.
If I've got no other senses to go on, then God give
That's
me a
good.
sign.
Yeah, this is a moment for prayer.
Yeah. When you petition
All
your
right.
deity according to the precepts of your religion, you are granted some useful knowledge or boon. Yeah, choose one, and my precept of basically your god desires sacrificial rites in his petition, so it's gonna burn some coin basically. Just it's just gonna go to Midas.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you are granted knowledge or a boon related to your deity's domain. Interesting.
It's a bit of things I've got knowledge and hidden things, so it's a bit of
Right.
it's a bit
Yeah.
of a stretch, but it's basically what Midas is all about is coin, and hey, I'm providing for him, and also he is kind of a vein in the earth at this point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to say, uh, hmm, useful knowledge related to your deity's domain. I'm going to say that, you know that, let's see, uh, even even the natural world, even the world of nature, those completely within nature, they will understand the value. They will understand the necessary value of the necessary value of something. And there's always everyone has a price, and you have quite a bit of your own food. If you could just reach someone who could possibly understand.
Who could possibly understand? Is all of me beneath ground right now? Like,
Basically. Uh, so while you dwell on that, how about I go to Nico though?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Nico,
Yes.
you've woken up. You've been buried quite alive now.
Not again.
Your eyes are full of dirt. Your mouth, as you open
No,
it,
they're not,
started
because
getting.
Nico has safety goggles.
Right. Yeah, oh, that's true. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see nothing but dirt as you opened your mouth. Dirt flowed into your mouth.
Ooh. Okay, Nico. Acting quickly. He's gonna use the magnetic propulsion boots.
How are you gonna do that?
Just fire him. Like, gonna push myself out of it with magnets.
Fucking look at this fucker right here. With their fucking boots.
Yeah. Field used gadget. Let's fucking go.
Alright, so you're just gonna use magnets to get out?
Yeah, but you see, it's a propulsion thing. You know, the boots are magnetic, so they repel, and there's surely like electrons and whatever and all that magnet stuff. You know, it.
That really trailed off.
So what are you gonna just go into overdrive here?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, well, I guess roll in. Yeah, field test.
Fucking boom.
Alright. Choose one from field test.
Okay, choose one. I'll use a charge.
Okay. Yeah, you start hurtling through the dirt, and you manage to get your head above ground amongst the flowers. You can spit out the dirt.
But Cogsworth, dig me up.
All right. You notice a woman with leafy hair and clothes made from the forest gaze at you from the side eye you. She's playing her flute, a wooden flute.
Yeah, Nico's like, well, and aren't you gonna help me?
She puts down. She stops playing and just says, your will must be strong. Your invention seems to be trying to turn up the dirt, uprooting the flowers.
Exactly. How else am I gonna get out? But yeah, does Cogsworth just sticks up Nyoko, right?
Well, he's certainly trying to. But, it's not exactly built for this. It's, digging as best as it can, but it's going to take a while.
Well, it
I,
will take. Hmm?
I was gonna say I do have something that I want to try and that's very like immediate in the meantime sort of thing.
While you're asleep?
Yes, no, this is exactly. I want to use my luck or try and use my luck for something.
Uh-huh.
Essentially, I want to use the because it lets me re-roll things that have failed, and this would make sense to actually. Essentially, I want to use my luck to re-roll that, with the hopes of essentially my just the fall knocks the pixie dust out of my bag. I figured that might do something to like spill out pixie dust onto my face.
Uh-huh.
I want to try and spend luck for that, if you'll let me do that.
God, you should have called that earlier.
Well, I said this when we were cutting to Lydian that I wanted
Okay,
to.
alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead.
Yeah. So should I just re-roll the con roll then, or the
Yeah. Reroll con.
fingers crossed? I feel like mix. So yeah, this is through pure blind luck. Explain how only through sheer luck, and so this is still a mixed failure. But yeah, I'll just say once she does zonk out and collapse down, she like falls forward, and she kind of just had the pixie dust at the top of her bag, and she falls forward hard enough that the pixie dust vial just like gets kind of like knocked out and just opens up right in her face as she starts snoring, and it's up to
Alright.
Neo what that does.
So, you jolt back up
Mm-hmm.
and, you, you jolt back up and you can see, the woman playing her flute,
Mhm.
as the pixie dust sort of falls off your face onto the flowers below.
Um,
She looks at you, and her melody continues as the flowers start to sort of like contract and then bloom out, sort of spreading the pixie dust around the whole field as thin as it can be spread.
yeah. And yeah, Cherry's kind of like rubbing her, and I assume this is sort of happening as like Nico is like calling
Yeah.
Cogsworth over, and Cherry's just kind of rubbing her head, suddenly very like dizzy and lightheaded, and just sort of going, "Wait, so what did that? Did I do it?"
Yeah. She looks at you. She like basically uh like cocks her head and continues to play the melody as Cogsworth is hit with some pixie dust.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Gonna go double in size or go massive
Oh, no.
cool.
And
no.
it
Giving us
start-
more radiation poisoning.
from its stomach,
Hmm?
it begins to glow a little green
Oh no.
as it goes into like overdrive suddenly,
We're
like
gonna create fucking Biolani.
digging and digging and digging and digging and digging extremely quickly, getting like half of your body out, Nico,
I'm free.
before suddenly like falling down and like digging and digging, and it starts digging itself down into the hole, down into the ground.
Yeah, Cogsworth, you can stop. Cogsworth.
Meanwhile, Lydian,
Yeah.
all of there's been a lot of disturbances in the ground and dirt. It's a bit looser above you now.
Okay. I kind of think, can I get my like hand in front of my mouth so that dirt won't collapse into it?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if Midas gave me the guidance of like you have more to trade here, yeah, Lydian's just kind of calling out to whatever is burrowing, whatever is living down here, hoping they can understand. It's really the only tool he has. Just kind of going, if anybody want to eat, I got food. You just gotta get me out of the dirt and I can give it to you. I can imagine like someone on the top side just hearing that shit. Get me out of the
Should
dirt.
be able to hear Lydian.
I've got food. I'm not worm food.
I don't know what Cherry could really do for Lydian in this specific moment, but I feel like Cherry should at least be able to hear him with her
Yes,
good ears.
you do, as does the woman, who looks down at the flowers and, intrigued, plays a different melody that makes the dirt part and lifts Lydian out.
What is going on in this forest?
Cherry, I just want as to scene as Lydian comes up. Cherry, still has her hand on her forehead, and it's like, oh wow, I feel kind of high. Is that normal with the flowers?
Make your offer, the woman says to Lydian.
All right. Well, how much food to not eat me?
As much as you think you are worth, you should give.
Has to give his own weight in
What the
food.
hell kind of question is that? Well,
Lydian doesn't know, the weight, the value of food is not, a constant. That depends on the market,
Well,
you have
what
to know
Lydian
how
is
much the
literally
currency
thinking
is
is
worth.
the amount of food I have on me, even if I offer all of it, is insulting. I'm so much better than this damn food. Like I
If
said,
you're on a desert island where people are starving, the food economy is going to go way, way up. It's you need to know the conversion rates. Where's the gold standard here?
well, okay, how about this? Lydian just throw. He's gonna throw out 4 uses of dungeon rations, leaving him with 1. It's like, I gotta be able to get home. Not much sense in, giving my worth up if I'm gonna die on the trail back. That just ain't making sense.
She plays her melody again. Roll charisma.
Why are plants so taciturn?
Yeah, the dirt swallows up those dungeon rations, and you're able to walk.
Okay, now, lady, I came here to help my friend. They weren't in this field now, were they?
She simply nods her head towards Nico, who presumably is calling out to Cogsworth down the hole.
Cogsworth, stop! Cease!
Oh, my. Well, Nico, I'm glad you've decided to turn up.
Help! I'm stuck.
Alright.
And Cogsworth is going out of control.
Lydian walks over to Nico and tries to help him out of the fucking dirt.
Alright.
Like, grabs him by the arms, pulls up.
Yep, you pull him free.
All right, what's this about Cogsworth?
Cogsworth just keeps digging.
Lydian looks down the hole.
Yep, there's a rather large hole there's a rather long hole that's being dug. You can see the glow of green.
Why's Cogsworth glowing green?
Someone poured pixie dust on him.
You didn't.
Whoa, someone has pixie dust?
You didn't
Oh.
try and make him grow twice as big
No,
now.
no, I didn't. But
Well, I don't see what can be done about that. Like I can't fit in that hole, and well, good news, we got the stuff to fix you up.
but I can.
What?
Laura calls out and just says, you guys should probably make your way out of that field.
Not without Cogsworth.
Not we gotta go. Like
No, not without
Dig towards
Cogsworth.
us. Cogsworth can dig sideways.
Wait.
He can go in any direction he wants.
Cogsworth, dig in the direction I am. Nico shouts.
No. Dig up, stupid.
I think Lydian grabs Nico by the arm and is just pulling them out of this fucking field. We gotta go before the plants decide to eat us.
Cogsworth.
Yeah, the
Jerry is
woman,
sort of-
by the way, is
Yeah.
making eye contact with Nico right now.
Yeah, Nico is going. You pulls out the freeze gun.
No. Don't point a freeze
Lydian
gun.
just grabs the gun and yanks it away like a parent with a small child. I'm confiscating your toys.
You made Cogsworth do this.
You know what? Yeah, Lydian is trying to
Technically it was Cherry, but
yeah, we don't know that. Oh yeah,
Cherry
yeah, Cherry as well. Like Lydian just kind of grabs Cherry by like the arm. Come on now, we're getting out of here.
Cherry's like very stumbly whatnot, and she does sort of call to the lady with the leaves. Hey, so does this mean I was like accepted by the forest?
She plays a melody, looks at you for a bit, and just says, you can make of that what it just says, what the forest has, I believe you simply overpowered it. But that is for the forest to decide, not me.
Whoa, that's a trip. As we're getting led away by Lydian,
No.
Cherry does just start playing her shamisen again. And this time, like, she's not singing, it's just like she gets in a groove. It has real, like, magic is flowing through her. It has a real, like, she's just going Jimi Hendrix on that thing.
Nice. Yeah, the bushes start to follow you again. Nico, what do you do?
Yeah, Nico just go. No, I spent years building Cogsworth. I'm not giving up on them.
It won't take half as long to build a new one. You figured out you done the hard part.
Yes, but this one is working. I'm also upgrading it. I'm going to get Cogsworth.
Nico, if you go back in that field, there ain't no guarantees you're coming back out.
I don't care. I am taking Cogsworth back.
Well, I do care. You are incredibly valuable. We can't let that brain go to waste.
Yeah, but Cogsworth's valuable too.
It's just a beta model. It's fine. It's the first step. It's going
You
great.
gotta
It's
let
digging.
Cogsworth wants to dig. You gotta let him dig. Dude, you dig?
No, Cogsworth. Nico just keeps shouting at Cogsworth to return.
You gonna try and force your way free, or are you gonna like?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay then.
All right, what do you do, Nico?
Nico
Shoot
uses
me with the freeze gun.
No, Nico uses magnet boots to push away from Lydian.
You know what's interesting? You coordinate your allies' teamwork. The next time an ally aids another, they grant +2 instead of +1 to the aided ally. I can't bolster and interfere. Only an aid.
But yeah,
Okay, so you push off of Lydian. What now?
yeah, goes back towards the hole. The hole should be big enough for Nico, right?
Uh,
The hole's like in
maybe
the field, though.
the hole's in the field, and again, the woman is just looking at you.
Nico, cover your damn nose.
Oh yeah, Nico just holds like a handkerchief over.
Don't
You,
no matter what you do, don't breathe in that. Don't breathe in the flower's scent. That's how it gets you.
you. How am I getting Cogsworth back?
She plays her flute and says, "Your creation seems poisoned. It has mind of single purpose."
Oh lord.
Cherry's kind of like going off, murmuring on this outfit. Whoa, but like, think about it, because like, Cogsworth is going, wants to go off and do its thing, and Nico, feels like gotta protect Cogsworth, like keep Cogsworth close, doesn't want to let it go, but because Cogsworth is valuable to Nico. But like, you don't want to let Nico go off and do what Nico wants to do because you want to hold on to Nico because Nico's about. It's like recursive themes, It's beautiful.
It's a damn shame that you are too high to remember any of this come the next morning.
I remember lots of shit from when I'm fucked up.
Or what have I gotta do to get Cogsworth back then?
Hey, Forest Lady. Not that I wish to re-enter negotiations as haven't got much more to offer at this point, but I can offer some advice, which is I'm pretty sure your flowers ain't gonna lack some metal man digging out underneath it. Might be worth just arguing for the flowers to let my buddy intrude for a moment to maybe remove the problem.
Exactly.
She cocks her head and looks at you, Nico, and just says, "Are you prepared to go?"
I am prepared to go.
Now hang on, wait. I'm not a lawyer, but let's clarify. Go. Go where?
You can read it in lots of ways. Cherry, has a single tear at that, wipes it away.
She
You're not helping me
asks,
here, Cherry. We want one definition right now.
she asks Nico, "What are you willing to offer?"
What?
It's tit for tat out here. Somehow this is a very bartering forest.
Sometimes you offer things as, a subtraction. What's food to one might be poison to another. So taking the poison from one that's food to the other is, a positive for both. You get? You dig?
I'm offering to remove Cogsworth, which is ruining your field.
"The field isn't mine. The field is its own."
I just want to get the robot back. If I
Then
leave it here,
Nico
it will
should be
keep.
negotiating with the field then.
If I don't get it back, it will keep dig this whole field and it will ruin it. Do you want that field? Do you want that?
Are you the guardian of
Roll,
this field? Do you pursue its interests, or are you just watching?
roll charisma, Nico.
Can I
Oh.
aid?
Sure.
So I got 2 Nico bonds. No, fuck. Now
Wow.
I'm just in danger. Didn't matter.
All right. So
A lot of failed rolls this session.
the lady plays her flute, and the ground starts to writhe, and the hole starts to dirt starts to start pouring down, and eventually Cogsworth is spat out,
Ah,
just continuously making a digging motion. But it's on its back.
oh no. Well, Nico walks over and quickly opens the Cogsworth's hatch and hits the emergency reboot button.
All right,
Which, you know,
what's that do?
it's a reboot.
Okay.
It's a factory
You know,
yeah.
reset.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah.
You know, it's basically like if you reboot your computer, it ends all tasks.
Ah.
Yep. It yeah, Cogsworth just stops moving, but it's shaking still. It's vibrating, and that glow is still there.
Oh no! Wait, how what did I do last time? I know. Nico quickly opens the core chamber and fires the. Actually, Nico grabs Cogsworth to get out of this field first.
Mhm.
It's like,
Before you do that, the lady kneels down to you, Nico,
yeah,
and pulls out a leaf from her hair and tells you to and says, "Open your mouth."
what?
You have we have the forest has offered you your invention, but you have damaged. Open your
Okay,
mouth.
okay. I guess Nico opens mouth.
She places the leaf in your mouth and closes your mouth for you and tilts your head up to get you to swallow it.
Like a
Nico,
dog.
this is against Nico's better judgment, but Nico is also very curious.
Please don't say Nico is also going to chew.
So yeah, Nico swallows.
Now I'll be part of you, and I'll be there when it comes time to make. It's when it comes time to collect.
I don't like this.
Be on your way. And she starts playing her flute again
I'm
before
getting out of it.
wandering off into the woods.
Before as she started, here walking away, Cherry calls out to her, "Hey, I never got your name. I'm Sakura, but they call me Cherry. How about you?"
Mm-hmm. She looks back at you and just says, "Malia,"
Malia.
and walks off.
I'm sure our paths will cross again, Malia. In song or in person.
What the hell was that?
That was some strange forest merchant. Forest overseer? I don't know, she liked trading.
This was her name. This is how you spell her name.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've written that down.
Alrighty. So yeah, Nico, you leave with Cogsworth.
Yeah, Nico's like, what the hell's that?
The glow is quite a bit dimmer than the glow you had witnessed from the meteorite itself.
Anyway, yeah, Nico's like,
And it seems to be glowing dimmer the more moments pass.
okay, good, because Nico was planning on using a freeze gun on it, but okay.
Alright. Nico. Now, I don't exactly run a tight company, but I feel like I'm gonna put down just my first ground rule for traveling together, working together. Is that alright?
Sure.
Do not, under any circumstances, make anything go mass critical.
Well, yes, of course.
Actually, can I just make a real rule as well? When I say we're doing something, don't go behind my back to go against it. How about you just trust that I know what I'm doing?
Well, you see, I thought I had a better idea.
You didn't. We clarified that in person.
Aw, don't be so harsh. Nico's been through a lot.
Yeah, I was there.
It's true though, Nico. You need to take better care of yourself. Remember, experimenting and pushing boundaries is good, but, you only get one try with your life. Usually. Which, and Cherry is continuing, to, like, play music. A lot of, again, very sort of musically amplified, much more, sort of trippy,
Yeah.
psychedelic, chill stuff.
Jerry, you seem to quite like the place. Seem quite
Yeah, I don't know. Something in those flowers. It's, I'm feeling, because, at first I was worried because I was just falling asleep, but it was like it had to rush through my head, and then I've been feeling real good ever since. I think the forest likes me. And, Cherry then, also gestures out to the bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've entertained them mighty well. Are we on the car at this point? Just kind of like slowly trundling.
Oh, I thought we were walking out of the forest.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think. No, that's a bad idea. No, that's definitely not happening.
Why? What's up?
People would absolutely kill for some of them flowers back in the civilized world. I have a feeling the field might not like that.
There are already sleeping pills. Huh. I wonder if I don't know how they make sleeping pills. I wonder if any of them are made out of flowers like that.
You think someone
This
already
isn't-
has a you think someone already has a deal with that field? They come along, pick some, and they get something in return?
I don't know about that field, but I mean, I told that I sang the song for Flora and all my friends here. And you know what? Cherry is actually gonna perform the song again for them, just, the different field. It has a different sound this time, the intonation's a bit different. Again, she's just a bit tripped out, and it has more of that psychedelic, trippy vibe to it. Almost a bit more creepy this time about, the guy dying and people nourishing the flowers. And as she finishes, Cherry points out, but, here's the point, Daddy-O. With that song, I learned that from, a far off country from here. So I know this ain't the only field that jives like that. It's gotta be, who knows how many fields like this are out there.
There are a lot of people who like natural remedies. Natural remedies are popular the world over.
And, Cherry's like, wait, hang on. And, stops, swings out her bag, starts digging through it, and pulls out, I got these back in Marconi Spring, and she holds out her sleeping pills. Or the little, jar with I have 2 sleeping pills left, I think. No, 1 sleeping pill left. I had, got this back in Morricone. This is sleeping pill. I don't know how they made this. For all I know,
Does it have a list of ingredients? Not ingredients, but
Cherry wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's what Lydian takes it, and he's like looking at the label, I guess.
No.
Yeah, of course it fucking doesn't. This is a fantasy setting. They haven't fucking printed out like 93% fucking sleeping flower.
I feel like in some cities that might be a thing, having to have listed ingredients.
Offspring,
But Morricone is so like, it's Wild West. It's technically unincorporated.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of snake oil in Morricone.
Yeah, Lydian just kind of hands it back. All right, sleeping pills are covered. But
That-
I don't know. I do not want to go back in there if I can help it.
Saying it might not be a good idea. It's just, you wouldn't be innovating. That's territory that's been covered.
Oh,
But
I don't.
hey,
It ain't
I
all about innovation. It's about supply and demand. It's about whether
I
there's a
wouldn't
gap in the
mind
market.
I wouldn't mind popping back to that forest again, see Molly and the flowers and my adoring fans. And Cherry, like blows another, few kisses to the bushes.
Mhm.
She's still playing music for them, and she's very like Cherry's, really having fun with it now. She's kind of like, occasionally will like is wandering, not away, but like, sort of dancing with the bushes and stuff like that.
Mhm. Laura just says, "Ah, think I grasp why they told us not to come play in these woods as kids."
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh, I would have had a great time if I found these woods back when I was last here.
The woods can be a dangerous place. Dangerous and dull.
I was say this isn't even the first time metagame, like none of us would know this, but just, Party 3 also encountered sleep making flowers, and that was in the Crimson Mesa.
Oh.
Um yeah, that was and see, I don't know if it's just the fact because that did have a like distinctly made you high effect. Like that made us like giddy and laughing before we passed out. Um I think was that when we had unconscious Renshak with us?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it made you all naked.
Well, it wasn't the flowers that made us naked.
Yeah.
I was so because we never figured out why we were naked, and I went back, and this is apparently because we didn't investigate this. This did Neo? Did you ever tell the others, or do you guys know
I
what
don't
that's about?
think I did.
Am I allowed to share this, or is
Yeah,
this
go
a
ahead.
secret? So there is a fucking wizard hermit there. So he's a wizard, you know how wizards like. This guy's a nudist, and he's a hermit because, everyone was like, no, there aren't nudist towns in Hemlock. So he went into the Crimson Mesa where not many people are around, but he has an ambient spell that just deletes clothes. So if you spend enough time in his area effect, clothes are deleted because there's the fucking nudist hermit out there.
The fuck?
Yeah.
That would be a good. I feel like there's a good song in there for Cherry if we ever find that. So, wait, so I guess does. Well, Flora might have seen the pixie dust. I do want to point out, Cherry doesn't realize what happened with the
Yeah.
pixie dust at all, or that's what affected
Lydian still kind of thinks that
Cogsworth.
Nico did it. Just
Yeah.
he can't figure out why. Just that's the shit Nico does.
Hmm.
So I'll say as you get on the cart, Flora does point out to Cherry. So Cherry, when you fell over in the field,
Oh wait, I was gonna say, just as so we're getting on the cart, we're at like the edge of the forest now.
yeah,
Do the bushes just sort of stop at the edge of the forest?
not
Or
if you're
do they
still
s-
playing music.
I was gonna say, yeah. That's a point. Jerry just kind of. Just before we do this scene,
Mm-hmm.
Jerry kind of stops and then, like, pauses to think, and turns to the bushes and is like, well, hey, buddies, I'm really enjoying, playing music and, I don't want to stop, but we gotta hit the road and, I mean, this is home for you guys. I don't think you want to go on the road tour with me. Um. So is this gonna be goodbye for us?
They're completely still.
Okay, they're not like tackling me.
No.
Yeah. Well, Cherry, is gonna like she plays like a little, not like a full length song, but a little like big crescendo thing for goodbye.
Yeah.
She says goodbye to, like waving to them, blowing kisses. What do I have on me? Um I don't have much that would really be good for this. I'm gonna throw some like dungeon rations to the bushes. I don't know if they can, eat that.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Can't really be signing autographs, but just having a good, goodbye with them, hugs a couple
Okay.
bushes, stuff like that. Sherry's
All right.
very like she's forgotten the whole being kind of annoyed or stressed out. She is just these sweet little bushes. Um but yeah, she's trying to say goodbye to them. And when we get on the cart is like gonna be waving goodbye to them.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But so they don't follow as we get on
Not
the
if you're
thing.
not playing music.
She's gonna try and resist. But so yeah, anyways, Flora was saying.
Yeah. So Cherry, when you fell over in the field,
Mm-hmm.
something popped out of a little bottle you had, flashed you in the face, and you jolted back up.
Not my whiskey. And she sort of like feels that her or not my booze, right?
No, it was more powdery.
And then she pauses for a moment and then just goes, "Oh fuck, my stash."
What happened?
Yeah. So yeah, Cherry takes off her backpack pulls. I had I think I marked off a use, but I don't know should I have just marked off because I had two of these, like two things of 3 uses each, so 6 uses total. I had
You had
already
the
used
whole
one
bottle
use.
blow up in your face.
Okay,
You said,
so I'm out of pixie dust,
Uh,
or
I,
just mark off a use or 2 uses, like because what before last time I used pixie dust or I gave some pixie dust to Nico, I just gave Nico 1 use. I had 2 things of pixie dust, 2 bottles, I guess, with 3 uses each.
uh-huh.
So I had used 1 use with Nico, so I had 5 uses left this session.
I'm gonna say you have 1 use left
Okay.
in 1 bottle.
Yep. Thank you. And Cherry's like, feels the last. Oh man. Well, at least it's not all gone. Well, no wonder I'm feeling good. I thought that was just the flowers.
What happened?
Oh, well, I guess so. I was walking into the flowers and playing my music, to wake you guys up. I was using some of my, more magical music. But walking into the flowers, I mean, you know what it does? It makes you sleepy. It knocks you out. And I felt, myself getting tired. And I started to fall asleep. And, I fell down, dropped to my knees, and fell face first in the thing. But then, it was just for a second. I immediately jolted back up. And I just thought this was, maybe the flowers like my music or my own music waking me up or something. And, I've been feeling pretty nice and smooth after that. And I just thought that was from, a flowers of pollen. But apparently, well, it's looking like so. You remember I had collected some pixie dust when we were back in Osprey. Well, I had that in my thing, and apparently, that kind of burst open when I fell forward, and well, most of my bottle kind of fell down
So
about my face.
you just dosed yourself with pixie dust, and is that why the robot went crazy? How the hell would the
You
robot?
made this. You made Cogsworth like this.
How?
Oh, I hope Codsworth was nowhere near me when I fell down. I don't think that could be my fault. And it's not like I intentionally opened up the pixie dust. That just happened.
Oh well, it is what it is. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
A
Let's just
happy
say
little
that.
accident.
So we say that on the way there, Flora turned into a tarantula.
Yeah,
For
Yeah.
you, the
we just
for you,
handled that.
you plucked the hairs out. Yeah.
And Cherry, continues playing music on the road back.
Okie dokie.
Now I'm thinking something. Might want to take a week or so in Marion. Just set up the casino, get operations running. Maybe a small holiday, let's call it. Ring in the new year, and then we hit the road. Hit the road thereafter.
Well, this has been a fun start to the year.
That it has.
And I desperately need to be in town for a week to sort that fucking detective out.
I was going to say, I need to leave in 20 minutes if we wanted to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll say you wind up back in Marion.
Somehow.
Let's see.
Somehow.
I
O'Malley
guess
has
Nico's going to go get his potion made for the alchemist. We don't have to play that out, I guess.
Potion maker, acquire your strongest potion.
Yeah, Nico gets a potion that cures his radiation sickness,
Yes.
using up the ingredients you gathered.
I'm free. Gee, I really hope nobody else gets radiation for poisoning.
There you
It's just
go.
a whole lot of travelers who've passed by the rock on the way in.
Yeah, so there you go. You can mark off your sickness, Nico.
Meanwhile, the guy owning the shop picking up on this is like, money opportunity.
Oh, wait, so we're doing and we spend this week in town?
Well,
I
we're
guess
actually going
we'll
to play. I think
cover
we're actually
that.
going to play it out because that was basically Lydian giving himself more time in town to get rid of the guard and all that.
Yeah, I
Or are
guess
we
we'll
doing
cover
that?
that next session.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
going to say, because
I
I do
think-
have things for Cherry to do in that week.
All right.
Also, I think I don't know how to think it because I think Lydian's going to be very on his own for that because he doesn't want Nico or Cherry to know. So that's going to be a
Right.
very greedy period of time.
Yeah. Cherry
Okie
might
dokie.
do some. Who knows? Cherry might do some spying.
There we go then.
The Cherry has other things to do as well, though.
All right. So with that taken care of, anything else you want to play out, or should we end the session?
I'm good to end there. I don't have anything that Lydian's got to immediately do other than he's going to catch up with Dwight and see what he has to work with. It's funny. I had the moment you told me about the guard, I had two plans for dealing with it like over the week, and I had a plan that was like a real bastard move. And the plan that I'm going with is the one that is less evil. So I'm holding the evil plan in reserve in case it doesn't work, and I kind of hope it doesn't.
Okay. Well, any bonds update?
I believe I have one.
No, I wouldn't say so, no.
I have not updated them yet. No.
All right, Cherry, what's your one bond?
I need to write it out. Give me 1 second
Okay.
to Okay, so this is kind of a long one. I like this. This one's fun. Previous one, Nico's inventions have caused serious danger to Nico himself. I'm starting to worry that Nico has no sense of self-preservation. That's why they've been so brave lately. Um, this is kind of a long bond. Um, Nico didn't want to let Cogsworth go because Cogsworth wanted to go and do his thing, but Nico valued Cogsworth and wanted to keep him safe with him. But Lydian didn't want to let Nico go because Nico wanted to go do their thing with Cogsworth, but Nico has value in Lydian has value in Nico and wanted to keep him safe. What a trip! I miss Kaoru. That's my bond.
Fuck,
Okay.
that's a winding road.
Yeah,
I don't even know if it's a winding. Does that?
it's
a winding
very,
road that
it's
leads
very,
somewhere?
you know. Yeah. The actual real point of this is just thinking about the whole. I think this is leaning a bit more into the pseudo parental relationship thing. You
Okay.
know, just seeing like, oh, Nico cares about Cogsworth, and is overprotective, while Lydian is overprotective. Even if it's like sort of cynical, they get value out of them. But just, I think the core of this is worrying and caring about Nico is like making her miss her actual child.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, the drugs helped.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Man, I'm a
Oh.
deadbeat mom, she thinks.
Wow,
Oh,
she's
that.
not a deadbeat mom.
Did you
Wow.
get someone to relax, calm down, and open up to you?
Arguably the bushes.
Eh. Nah.
Wow.
I mean, they did literally open up to let her move.
Yeah,
Nah.
she
Dang.
turned them off from being hostile.
Nico.
The fucking
Yep.
Malia literally opened up like the brush to like welcome in Sherry to enter the
You
field.
know that's not what that means. Anyway, Nico, did you prove the value of your inventions to others?
Not really, no.
Nope, you did not.
Proved negative value, if anything.
Lydian, did you open up a new avenue for coin to flow through?
No.
No, you did
In
not.
fact,
Oh well.
after a lot of session, Lydian decided that is not an avenue. That's more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah.
Trying
Yep.
to start a business relationship with a fucking field.
Yeah. All right. Well, did we learn something new and important about the world?
Even forests barter.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
fuck it.
Sure.
Don't-
Yeah. And learned about, that these sleep flower things, like there's apparently multiple of these in the world. This is a recurring phenomenon and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Lydian got a reminder that value isn't so linear as to just be money, even though I think he already knew that. He just had to realize a very specific context for it.
Take an XP for
Yeah.
that. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
The sleep flowers.
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 Yeah, the Field of Flowers. That counts. You overcame that. Take an XP. Did we loot a memorable treasure?
Magic mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms.
I know I wouldn't say
The
that was a
potion
memorable treasure.
ingredients. Wow.
The cure for radiation sickness isn't valuable. Isn't
Well, we
God.
didn't loot it.
true, yeah. We had to loot some of the ingredients, so it's like 50% looted.
Lydian is putting Nico at work. Nico, you have to figure out this formula.
So no XP for that, but take an
Nico
XP
ate
for
that
playing.
leaf.
Take an
Level-
XP for playing. Well
Level
game.
failures. I hit level fucking 6.
Oh
Very
yeah,
nice.
I'm level 5. I need to I need to actually level.
You need
I
to
need to
fail
actually-
more.
No, I need to what was I gonna say? I need to actually level up, but I just haven't done it yet.
Oh, Lydian now has 18 in wisdom and charisma.
Very nice.
He's smart.
Hey, Before M goes, Kim, I did a
Cherry-
thing. I did a thing.
Cherry has 18 charisma, but only 16 wisdom. Oh no. Also, that no. Wow. Why? I hate this.
That
I
is
hate
really
this.
bad. That's horrible. You shouldn't have done that
Why not?
because it's awful.
I know. Plus, but this is just a party, isn't it?
I suppose. I don't think it is.
It's not. But it's just
Why
funny.
is the only thing colored in Cherry's hair, which is the wrong color?
Oh, I just went off your character picture. And I just wanted to have like, otherwise it would just be white.
White-
I am
Lightly
liking
curled
I am
auburn
liking the
hair.
idea that Lydian is bald though.
Well, he has to deal with.
shades. Which I
He has
guess-
to deal with. He has to deal with Nico.
I genuinely, the thing as well about Nico is I can't imagine him ever making a smug expression. He strikes me as someone who is always just, you know, completely no readable like emotion on their face at any time.
Oh, well, technically, I could open up. In reality, Nico always has like what's his name from Invader Sim? What's it? The doctor. He always has like his color.
Oh, why am I blanking on his name? Dibstad.
Professor.
Membrane. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody's happier about the Earth Day than he is.
I should probably stop recording.